if you're a paper hoarder like me, then you're gonna love the fact that with ScanNCut, you can use up all those paper scraps you've been hoarding. Now, when you have these leftover bits that you've cut things out of, that have been sitting around, you can easily line them up really nicely on your mat using the grid to help you out. Or you can simply throw them down wherever they land and then make sure to smooth them down. I'm just using the spatula tool or something like that because they have all these little edges that can come up and you want to make sure you get the nicest cut possible. And the reason that we can smooth it down like this is because the built-in scanner in the ScanNCut is going to help us see this. Now, I've chosen to cut this little leaf design out, and I'm going to show you how we're going to do that out of this scrap. So let's head over to the machine to do just that. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to load this into the machine. Now that my mat is loaded, you can see I have my leaf design here, but I don't just want one, I want 4 of them because I'm going to make 2 cards and each card requires 2 leaves. So I'm going to say, okay, but how do I know where to place them on the mat because my paper's all askew? Well, easy enough. I'm just going to ask the machine to scan it in and then I'll know exactly where it's going. So as you can see, I have scanned in my paper. Now, if you have a very dark paper, you can go into the settings in your machine and you can go ahead and you can lighten that so that it's hardly noticeable. And that makes it easier, especially like on a black cardstock or something like that, to place your pieces exactly where you want. Of course, if it's too light for you, you can go ahead and put it right in at the dark. Now we're gonna grab our leaves and we're gonna drag them to maximize our paper because you know what? I could probably get a couple more cuts once these are done out of this same piece of paper. I love that. It satisfies the paper hoarder in me to know that I'm using every little last bit. So once I've placed them, I'm gonna hit OK, I'm gonna hit cut, and I'm ready to rock and roll. So here we go. There you go, and you can see that I have cut 4 of these fabulous leaves right out. You can cut multiples of any number that you would like. The ScanNCut eliminates virtually any paper waste. It's a great tool to use the most out of what you already have.